Hi everyone. On the discussion forum, I brought up how I like to use this site called Playposit. It's one of these really helpful sites that I use to sort of build these videos and insert questions or allow students or even myself to make annotations. So this is one of the tools I use either in the classroom to keep things a little bit more engaging when students are watching videos, or it works really well in that flipped classroom model. One of the first things I want to show you today is that a lot of teachers have put a lot of time into making a whole bunch of these bulbs already, and these bulbs are the video. So I'm going to look at the pre-made bulbs because this offers you, if you're maybe short on time or maybe not so comfortable with the software, there's already a lot of options out there available for you, but please feel free. It's a very friendly website to use. So what I'm going to do is I can see they have over 73,000 videos or bulbs available to me, but I want to be a little bit more specific. So I'm going to be looking for something on protein synthesis because that's going to be the topic of my class. I can select my grades and topics if I don't want to be so specific, but still I find it's really helpful. So I've selected protein synthesis, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have a showing of all these available videos that have been uploaded by all these people. So let's look at Nikita Crosby, 17 views, 3.5 stars, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this bulb, and so I can either preview it, which will open it up in another tab for me to look at. I can look at all the other bulbs by that creator. Maybe they've created one for every topic, and maybe I like the kind of questions they're doing, so I reuse their bulbs in the future. Or I can copy the bulb into my own documents here. So the bulb is copied, excellent. So now I'm going to go to my bulbs just to make sure that it's been transferred. And here it is, okay? So let's say now I like this bulb as it is. I can either share it with my class, which means I can get the specific URL, which I can copy and paste into like a PowerPoint, or I can email it to them depending on what software I'm using, or I can assign it. This also links up with Google Classroom, or I can specifically go in before doing that and edit it. So when I open up the edit platform, it's going to allow me to see all the different questions. So I can see what types of questions and what styles of questions she's using. So this looks like it's all multiple choice here, okay? And so what's happening is when I look at the question, down here, all these bars are showing me where in the video the question has been inserted, okay? So I can go in, if I like the styles of questions, or if I want to add some more information, I can randomize the answers if I want, or I can edit them, meaning any of the contents, maybe I just didn't like the word she used, I can go in and change them as necessary and then just go ahead and save my changes. So you can make different types of questions. You can make them multiple choice, free response, fill in the blank. You can just leave a pause, right? If you just want time for, to allow that information to sink in, or do polling or discussion forum, okay? So all of these options are available, and you can insert them on any bulb at any point that you want, okay? So I'm gonna go back to my bulbs here and look at creating or adding a video, okay? So what I've done here is you can pull anything from YouTube or stuff that you have on your computer. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube. I'm gonna pick up this other protein synthesis video, okay? I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it right into the URL here, okay? So at which point I can see the video that I've added is the correct one, and I'm going to go ahead and add it, okay? So here I can just say press play to continue designing the bulb. They've changed up their system a little bit, but know that it's always going to show up in my bulb section, and so you can start editing it there, okay? So talking about what we can do with these videos. You can trim the video if you need to, delete the video if you're like, this is not really what I wanted, or add a question. You can add a question at any point you want, okay? So I've already taken a look at the video, and I want to add at, I think 32 seconds, I want to add a free response question, okay? So at this point, I'm going to type my free response. I'm going to say, what is the difference between a gene and a trait, okay? Please excuse my typos for the time being, okay? And I'm just gonna save it, and then it's just going to be there. And let's say I wanna add another question, let's say at a minute 3, okay? I've decided I want to add a multiple choice question because they've just talked about the different types of functions that proteins utilize, or proteins are used for. So at this point, I'm gonna click multiple choice. I'm gonna type in my question title, which is, what are some possible functions of proteins, and at which point then I can add in my answers. Okay, so the first one I'm going to put transport, next one I'm going to put structure, next one enzymes, protection, and lastly I can do all of the above. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select the one that is correct, right? So that there is a record of which one is correct, and then go ahead and click save. Added in all your questions and you're happy with all the timing, you're going to go up here to save and finish. And then it's going to show up in your bulbs. We can see the bulb that we previously copied and the new one that we've just done. So if we want to double check that everything is good, once again, we can go ahead and preview this one to make sure our questions are popping up just as we hope they would. And you can see once again what the students of the classroom will see. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing it. In the bottom here, you're going to see that you have the questions we recently inserted. So here I'm going to skip ahead. And the video will automatically stop where I've put the question in, at which point then here I had a free response, so students can put whatever they want and there can be a record of it. All right, and then once again play the video. As it leads up into my next question, once again it'll already stop. It'll provide me with the multiple choice questions that I inserted, and if I choose to select or the correct answer and submit it, it will tell me I'm correct. So this is a way we can assign these videos, and we can also see how our students are progressing through the information. So there's a whole bunch of other features I just don't have time to get into, but as I said, once again, it's pretty easy. Feel free to play around with the website and have fun with it.